Hi, I'm Floyd Sturtevant, president of 3P Journeys LLC. And one of the things that we like to do with our clients when we're helping them work towards their success is to help them take their thought process and take it to the next level. One of the ways that we do this is through metacognition. Metacognition is the process of examining your thoughts so that you can better understand your thought process. Now, there are different scenarios where we might utilize this tool. A couple of them are if you're trying to learn a new process for work, or if you're trying to retain some information for a certification, or you're working towards your degree. So before we get started, let's look at some of the benefits of implementing this process. Now, right off the bat, it leads to self-awareness and also helps you to improve your thought process. The benefit of this is that you can master new skills and retain knowledge quicker, which can lead to you either getting a new job, promotion, potentially obtaining a certification or a degree, and also increasing your business opportunities down the line. We do this in a two-phase approach. The first, we use the 5 W's, and the second, we use how. So let's take a look at phase 1. Now in phase 1, we're using the 5 W's to get an overview of the situation. And the 5 W's are who, what, when, where, and why. So let's start with the first one. Who? Who's involved with the delivery of this information or the process? When it comes to what, you're looking at what are you dealing with? Is it a person, process, information, an item, or a combination of all of those? So the third W is where, and this is taking into account the environment that you're in. Where are you going to be receiving this information or carrying out the process? This directly impacts the number of distractions or mental anchors that you're able to form, which helps with memory, retention, and also success at mastery. So the fourth W is when. This deals with time. You want to look at things like when are you receiving this information, what time of day, how much time do you have to process this information, and are there any associated deadlines? All of this is going to have a direct impact on the intensity that you'll have to use in order to obtain mastery or retain the information. And finally, you have the why. This is important because it gives you an understanding of, is this information or this process foundational? Is it a part of a larger process? Or does it provide you with an overview of the situation? And then lastly, you want to consider, is this uncharted territory? Again, this all affects how you approach this either situation, process, or information that you have to retain. Now again, all of the 5 W's work towards helping you understand the situation and also identify opportunities to, 1, decrease your learning curve, and 2, increase information retention and situational mastery. So now we look at phase 2, which consists of how. Now, when it comes to how, one of the things you want to look at is how are you receiving this information? Is it auditory, written, or perhaps done through demonstration? And these are important things to consider because what you're doing is trying to match it as best as possible to your preferred or secondary learning styles. Next, you want to look at how do you metabolize the information? Are you receiving that information in and then converting it into something else? Or are you taking it as face value and just learning it and retaining it as fact of the matter without necessarily going deeper in thought? And then finally, the most important step is you want to investigate why and how you're using that information to form your logic around the situation or information retention. One of the benefits of following through with the investigation process is that it allows you to identify points of error, points of opportunities to learn, and also memory anchor points for future use with similar situations. So let's do a quick recap on how we use metacognition. So first we want to start with the 5 W's, which is the who, what, where, when, and why. Next, you want to explore the how. You analyze the information or your thought process. This includes looking at how you receive the information, and again, we're talking about matching it with your learning style, your preferred or secondary learning style. Lastly, you want to look at how you use that information to form your logic. Now keep in mind, this is not a process that you're going to learn overnight. With a bit of commitment and practice, it can be mastered. Now, if you're interested in learning more about this or you're ready to level up, please reach out to me. You can put level up in the comments, or you can send me a message. The goal here is to get you down the path to success and help you reach your goal a little bit faster.